In all of the communities that I've been privileged to live in or experience or have come close to my heart across the globe, two things have struck me over and over again. One is how fundamentally alike we are all in our needs, in our desires, in our dreams and aspirations. And the other is how women are the heart and soul of communities everywhere. And that gives them tremendous power. This power has long gone unrecognized, unappreciated in so many places, but is now coming to the fore, not only in families and neighborhoods, but in many nations across the globe. Many do not imagine that Arab women have much in common with their sisters in the West because of the damaging and stereotypical images that are so often portrayed in the media of Arab and Muslim culture. When I married King Hussein in 1978, reporters were constantly asking me how a progressive, well-educated American woman could go live in such a stifling, repressive culture. Those reporters did not know the Arab women I had already come to know in my work throughout the region before my marriage. The doctors, lawyers, professionals, entrepreneurs, many of whom became friends and advisors as I set my priorities for public life and public service. Too many in the Western world still equate the images and sound bites describing women under Taliban and other extremely restrictive and repressive regimes with the teachings of our faith and conditions throughout the Muslim world. Most Westerners, even some in the Muslim world, do not realize that 7th century Islam granted women political, economic, and social rights then unheard of elsewhere. Rights, in fact, that women in the United States were still struggling for in the 20th century. The oppression of women in parts of the Muslim world is not because of Islam, but contrary to it. In fact, in many cases, it's a return to pre-Islamic patterns of behavior. Millions of women in Muslim nations are highly educated, professional leaders, playing significant roles in the modernization and globalization of their societies. And this leadership begins where we are today, in our communities. Women have always held a paradoxical place at the heart of society, but on the fringes of power. They have developed unique strengths, talents, and perspectives to do what they feel is best for their families and localities. And now this approach is being recognized as a model for leadership on a much larger scale. We have a special stake in caring. In our communities, our countries, and in our world, we can lead with compassion. And perhaps, at last, the world will be ready to follow us as we join hands together across our world and set that inspirational example. So please, don't hesitate to believe that each and every one of you can be a leader, an inspiration, and a vital factor in making a positive difference in our world. Thank you again. God bless you all.